and welcome back to the channel. It's Simply May here, and welcome back to the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge. We're on to episode 5, and yeah, let's recap what happened in episode 4 because a lot has happened and a lot's about to happen. So in the last part, Brianne caught an ailment, and as you can see here, she has 2 days left of Sonic Sinus's ailment. I don't know about y'all, but I am over these ailments, and I did learn that we can actually go into our settings, game options, pack settings, and supposedly if we uncheck enable balance and imbalance, it will lessen the amount of ailments that will come up. That's good, and that seems important, so I'm gonna save that real quick. I'm already over ailments, and I wish we could just like shut that feature off altogether. But yeah, she has her ailment here, so we have to ride that out for 2 more days. But originally we were going to spend the day with Janae at the gym. We had this whole plan to catch Janae up on everything that's happened because Brianne met with her mom and they had a conversation for the first time since she left home, and it was really good. And she feels, you know, hopeful that things will eventually get better. But one of the first things that Brianne wanted to do was confide in Janae about it, because Janae, ever since she's left, has literally been her closest friend. She is the first person that Brianne connected with once she left, and it seemed like Janae just never gave up on Brianne. So to see her switch up on Brianne so quickly was just really jarring and really shocking. That said, what happened in the last episode is that Janae sent Brianne a text message and basically said to her that she's been hearing horrible things about her and that it's making her question if she wants to even be close with Brianne. And if you're wondering, okay, but who said these things about Brianne and like why? Upon looking at her relationship bars here, you can see we do have a nemesis. And I think it's so crazy that they have a full bar in the red. Now, I did not do that. I will tell you right now, I did not cheat that. That came from that conversation that they had, which must have gone really bad for them to actually be at the point of despising each other. And yet, what's so crazy is that they have amazing compatibility. So I try to think about why this is. And I did actually go into this household. As you can see, I gave her a makeover. Also, if you know how to pronounce her name, please let me know in the comments below. I just don't want to butcher it. I went through her outfits even before I did the makeover, and I was like, she always has like these like fur coats. She had a lot of outfits that just seemed very like fashion forward, I guess you could say. And I was like, well, what if she's involved in fashion? Like maybe that's why they're incredibly compatible, and maybe their argument had to do with that. As we know, Brianne's dream is to break into the fashion industry, and if this person is somehow connected to that, then I could see how it could escalate if they have opposing views over something they're both passionate about. That being said, it was interesting as well to see that this would affect Brianne's reputation. Why is it that Janae found out? And that made me think that maybe this person is working in the fashion industry, but maybe she's either a writer for a fashion magazine, maybe she is a Simfluencer who maybe in the heat of the moment made like a video about Brianne or said something about Brianne or wrote something, you know, something like that. But whatever it is, it clearly reached a lot of people, and Janae was one of them. And I do think that, you know, Brianne and Janae really do need to have a conversation, because the fact that Janae believed it so quickly is obviously concerning. How is she gonna do that and try to cut things off with Brianne without even talking to her? And we're about to find out maybe why they have not had an in-person conversation in just a moment. You know, Brianne wants to eventually be able to get into the fashion industry, but before that, she's trying to build up some of her other artistic skills. So there's this one character who just keeps coming into the picture throughout this series, and I'm gonna show you him right now. Crispin Black. We only know that he's hot-headed because we've only really had one true conversation with him. I guess 2 if you count the time that we talked to him at the lounge. But I've had this inkling that Crispin is important to Brianne's story, and I thought it was interesting how she just knew that they have amazing compatibility before she even had a conversation with him. And so my My theory, once again, is that he's also related to the fashion industry. I know that he is meant to be like an art critic in the painter career, so we do want to try to get mentoring from him. But I looked into his character, I did some reading and research on him and his backstory, which we'll get further into, I think, as the series progresses. But he has the ability to critique Sim's outfits, which makes me feel like maybe he is like involved in fashion in some way, in the fashion world. But he identifies more as like a painter, if he had to say what his art medium is, right? But I feel like he has overlap because he's also really skilled in photography. Maybe he does fashion photography. That could be part of it too. I did do some little tweaking behind the scenes, and I think we're going to be able to ask Crispin the next time we see him to mentor us. Right now, Brianne's wants are to plant something, to craft a new ceramic, and to complete event goal, which has to do with the Nature's Calling event, which I'm not focusing on in this series, but I want y'all to see something. As a matter of fact, let me just turn this way for a minute. First of all, let's see who's sitting across from us right now. Marcel Price. Okay? And if that isn't enough, look who's here. What? What? Janae. I mean, look at this. Obviously, it's awkward because we haven't talked to her, but there may be more to the story as to why she hasn't been talking to us, and you know, just the events that led up to this. It's making like slightly more sense now. Let's come over to her, right? And we're gonna just make small talk to start because, you know, like if you haven't talked to someone in a while, can we just ask about her day? And it looks like is it Love Day? Let's brighten her day. Let's try to keep the mood light, you know? She's gonna compliment her outfit, which is pretty standard for Brianne. We're gonna ask her to hang out as well. Please. Wait. Don't go, Janae! Oh, she wants to lay down, but please, just for a minute, just hang out with us, please. I know she's gotta go, but Marcel's like, I'll see you at home, honey. You still don't really know Marcel like that, but we'll ask her baby's due date. I feel like this type of situation, it is kind of weird, but you can't really ignore that. Let's tell an engaging story. We also should keep our distance because sis is sick, so it's really awkward as well for us to Makoa! Listen, not today, Makoa, not today. This happens every time. After we get rejected by a sim, he ends up in our proximity like 0.2 seconds later. This is kind of weird to try to have this conversation that we need to have in a public library with people all around. Maybe talk to her on one of these benches. Sit and chat here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Is she coming? Oh, Janae has a skill in programming. That's cool. We need to just cut to the chase. We'll have a deep conversation with her, and this is going to be kind of explaining to her what had happened between her and our nemesis. Okay. I don't know. She looked down at her phone after we told her, but I feel like we're okay. So she's going to tell her, I guess, an engaging story. Or Janae's telling us an engaging story. No, we are. Alright, we'll do like a little inside joke as well. Let's express our admiration for Janae. Oh, this is really cute with like, wait. I need to try to get a picture with the butterflies because that's really sweet. Oh, this is some clickbait right here, y'all. We do need to get a picture of this though. It's Simply Editing May here. I just wanted to pop in and say that I think the reason Janae pulled out her phone after we confided in her about what happened was to show Brianne the post that she had seen. Okay. So it seems like they're, you know, starting to make amends. Let's maybe discuss some interests with her. Maybe she's gonna tell her about her mom as well. I wonder if she can... Maybe she'll kind of share a secret, I guess, about... Hey y'all, I'm sorry. There's just been a lot going on here right now, so I'm trying to record this video for you guys, and it's a little tough right now. But Brianne just had her conversation with Janae, and honestly, you know, Janae did end up walking off, and I just feel like it's okay because I think we left off on a good note. Now what I'm gonna do, she really has to use the restroom, so we're gonna let her take care of some of her needs. Oh my gosh, she needs to throw up. Oh, this poor girl. I can't wait for this ailment to be over with. Let's travel. Maybe we'll just go back to the gym. Well, it's like right next door to us, so might as well, right? I don't even think we wrote because I know we were gonna start writing and I don't think we ever got around to it, so I think we do need to like start that up. But before we do that, let's just have her come here and just use the bathroom real quick. Okay. Now my goal for this episode is, like I said, we're just focusing on building up her skills at this point. I think it would be really fun to create a pottery place like that she could go and like, you know, make some ceramics. I mean, I'm sure there's probably something on the gallery, or I can try to make something. Thinking how we could kind of, oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh. Oh no. This girl's just picking a fight with us. I mean, I don't know if this is a negative interaction or not, but she's confronting us in the bathroom. I want to see what happens. Is she... Okay, what do you guys think of this interaction? Is she being kind, or was that sarcasm? Let's see if we can... Maybe we should apologize, even though we don't... She didn't have to do... She did a little too much, okay? But maybe she'll try to be the bigger person? Or should we argue about the career with her? You know what? Maybe we can do something like... Let's try to find common ground with her. I don't know if we want to apologize because we don't know. I don't even understand what happened fully, but let's just try to find common ground. Like, look, I know we have our differences, but, you know, I don't want to be in this place with you, like this animosity. You seem like a chill girl, but I don't know about chill actually, but... Oh, she's gonna go box. Well, Brianne, what are you doing? Sir, leave me alone. This is awkward. This girl, okay. Well, and she's gonna just use the bathroom. Cool. You know what, let's just leave, because this is just getting weird. Let's just go. We need something to eat, and then after that, we'll try to find a place that we can work on some of our skills. We have a lot to do. So... I think we're gonna go back to Windenburg and let's go to the Hare and Hedgehog Cafe. That's kind of become one of our go-to spots, and I kind of love that for us. Let's see what's going on there today and who might be there, because we always seem to run into people we know. Okay. They're just hanging out. Can we order some food? Arnessa, please. Your girl's hungry. Judith Ward? Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, let's attempt an introduction. Oh, she's placing her order before she even gets behind the counter. She said... Okay, she's attempting an introduction. Is Judith gonna accept? Let's ask her for an autograph. All these celebs don't want to give us an autograph. Okay, that's fine. Oh, she's too uncomfortable to order food. Oh, because she's sick. Oh, you guys, I'm so over this. So over it. What can we do to feel more comfortable? Bob and Eliza are here. Oh, isn't it Love Day? Is that why everyone's breaking out the flowers? Let's see what's up here. Okay, she got... I think she might have just stole someone's coffee, but do what you gotta do, I guess, girl. Sorry if I'm, like, moving too much all over the place right now. Oh, the paparazzi. Paparazzi. Oh, she's got the strut down. Whoa, interesting outfit choice. You know, let's introduce ourselves to... What's her name? Stephanie? Was it? I do feel like we need to make more friends. What happened? Can we do a friendly introduction? I'm also gonna save my game, you guys, because I get so stressed that my game's just gonna, like, crash. let's discuss interests and get to know. Okay, she has the skill of comedy. She's really cute. Our dad. I just saw our dad. He's here. Oh my gosh. He looks upset too. And he also has an ailment. Y'all. Okay, and look at her run. She is running to the bathroom. And I bet you she's gonna try to sneak out too. Is she going to throw up or use the bathroom? Yeah, she's gonna throw up. Yeah, she's definitely gonna want to get out of here. Because she won't want her dad to see that as well. So let's let her wash her hands first. Okay. And let's see. I really want her to go back to the library and work on her writing skill. You know, we can go to this one here and we'll Quad Manor, is that what that said? And we'll try to get a little bit of writing done before we find somewhere to eat. Let's find a computer that's available. Oh, she found one. Let's see where she's going. Perfect. She came in practice writing, y'all. Can we write a bucket list? I want to create. Haven't used the bucket list feature before. This guy is in a flirty mood. The librarian wants to flirt with us. Please. Sir, respectfully, we just want to be left alone so we can work on our skills. Since literally no other skills working, I say we just start taking photos of people. Hey, I heard you became friends with Janae Price. She's pretty cool. Okay, some confirmation that things have been smoothed over with Janae. And y'all, I also feel like we know Kaori, to be honest. I know that she's a teen, but like I said, like initially, I think that we're too uncomfortable to literally do anything. This is rough. Maybe we just need to rest for a bit. Where can we go to rest? Let's go to our go-to spot. But what I was gonna say is that I think she and Kaori probably went to high school together, and Kaori was like a grade or two below her, so like they know each other. That's kind of my little backstory with them. It would be cool if at some point we catch up with her. Now, where we're going now is to Samaishuno Meadows because I found that there was a really nice spot there to rest up. She can even get something to eat there. It's kind of becoming our home base when all else fails. So I am going to have her just pick out something to eat and try to just sleep this off. Honestly, this whole thing is really making it quite challenging to get things done. So let's have her. Oh, perfect. She's going to grab some food. Thank goodness. I really feel for Brianne. Like this cold has just been kicking her butt, but at least, you know, in this episode, it really has just been like mending relationships. I feel like we're in a good spot now with Janae, which we really needed to straighten that whole situation out. So I'm really glad that we did. We also are going to try to find common ground with our nemesis, who, as you can see, we're not as far into the red. So clearly our efforts made somewhat of a difference. She wants to read something. Girl, let's just have you take a nap first, because I think you need it. I think your body needs that right now. And y'all, I'm feeling the pressure of time. This is very challenging to, you know, because I feel like we're not even that far along in our skills right now, and we still haven't found a partner to like start working on building our legacy. I don't know. At this point, I am thinking that maybe I will start making some Sims that could be compatible with Brianne and throwing them into the world and just seeing if anything clicks. But I am hoping that in the next few parts we can start learning more about Brianne's family. I have been doing some work behind the scenes. I want to know your thoughts. How are you feeling about this? I am gonna have another episode pre-recorded, I hope. I definitely encourage you to, you know, share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're thinking of this series so far. I really love this. It's so much fun, and you know, I feel like because I took some time away from this, it's like I'm trying to get my footing back into this. Hopefully this episode wasn't too boring for you guys, but I think that the relationships are just as important as, you know, making sure that we're meeting the goals of the legacy, because that's kind of what makes it feel more real and brings the story to life. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this part here, and I will catch y'all in the next part. Duck duck!